Well, you can stop licking your lips and dig in because Iceman is out. Iceman has been released officially. It has been almost 24 hours since Iceman has dropped. And I can't lie, I was excited. I was so pumped to be able to see this album. I'm a casual Drake fan. I am a Drake fan that looks in rather than from the inside out. I'm not a stan. He's been slowly growing out for me the past couple years, especially with the beef. Kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. But you know what? I had some hope. You know what? I'm a little bit delusional, and I thought that maybe Drake could pull through. Maybe Drake could make an album that wasn't the greatest album of all time, but it was good enough to make some people say, hey, here's why we really like this guy. Because he can make hits. Because he can make real hits, real bangers, some number ones, you know. And that's been the strategy for the past 10 years. And it feels like Drake is running out of gas. I was here at 9:45, ready to go, headphones on, and we start playing the album, and I'm like, okay, I'm listening, I'm trying to really dissect this. Every 3 minutes, I'm pausing to say, what did he just say? Or why did the beat switch? Or why did this production change happen that just ruined the song? And why is Molly Santana on a song with Future? And why is it not bad, actually? It was actually pretty good. Just a lot of questions and stuff that felt out of place and unfinished, and I thought it was kind of a joke at first. I thought this wasn't the actual album. I was a little confused. And spoiler alert, I was kind of right, because at the end of the live stream, he said, I'm dropping 3 albums. He's trying to break all these records. I get it. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is really cool in theory, but do I really want 42 Drake songs right now? Undoubtedly, no. Midnight rolls around. I'm like, all right, it's time to play the album. I see Iceman came out with Habibi and Maid of Honor, and I'm like, well, I'm listening to Iceman first. That's the one that was teased. So we hop into Iceman, a lot of the same tracks. I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's all right. You know, it's a Drake album. It's definitely a Drake album. And then we're almost done, and I'm like, we got 2 more Drake albums. Naturally, I'm already in a bad mood after finishing Iceman. Not to say that Iceman was complete trash. Okay, I'm not going to pretend like that was the worst album I've ever heard in my life. There were some good songs on there. There were some really good instrumentals with some pretty mid Drake performances, in my opinion. The first song left me feeling way too excited, especially since we heard that on the live stream, and that was the first song. What was it called again? Make Them Cry. That was some really touching stuff. I was like, Drake's getting a little emotional here at the end of the song. His dad has cancer. I was like, Mr. Graham, I'm sorry. That's awful, but here's my issue with Iceman, right? It's 18 songs. It's over an hour long. There's just so many bad Drake singing performances and rapping performances. He's really not saying anything much, and I'm just so tired of him dissing the whole industry and Kendrick Lamar. I'm starting to think that Drake might be the problem. Now, some of the highlights off Iceman for me, it's going to be Make Them Cry. It's pretty good. I really liked the instrumental on Whisper My Name. I think that might be my favorite instrumental on the whole project. I thought Burning Bridges was hilarious. She know well, she my Kris Kringle. And then I'm thinking to myself, man, it's 1:30 in the morning. Do I really want to listen to 2 more Drake albums? First song on Habibi. What was that? What was that? This is not serious. This is a troll. Like, this is this is not real. This is some of probably the worst material Drake has dropped in his career, and I don't even remember what it was because it was so forgettable. But people coping saying that both of these albums were released just to get out of his UMG deal, and saying that the quality didn't need to be good, are just kind of dismissing the fact that their GOAT, or one of the greatest artists of all time, according to some people, doesn't need to try. Drake is really doing quantity over quality here, trying to block the charts, do the Michael Jackson 3 albums in a row thing. And I get it from a commercial standpoint. It's just a horrific look from an artistic standpoint. Drake looks like he's running on fumes here. There is not much to go off of. Lyrically, sonically, I know enough of his music to know exactly what he's been doing for the past 7 years. The same trap bangers, the same 8 a.m. in Charlotte flow over and over and over again over the same soul chop sample. And I get it, right? It's what he's good at. It's what he sells. As an outsider, as someone who enjoys Drake's music casually, but not a stan, I like looking at this from an outside perspective. I was the biggest spectator, like all of us, when Kendrick Lamar came back at Drake during that rap battle. Have just been kind of on the outside looking in, trying to find something that I enjoy, picking bits and pieces of projects, but I'm aware of where Drake is in his career, and this is not a good look. This is not a good album release strategy, and it's going to significantly taint his image. So the question I'm asking all Drake fans is, where's the hits? Where are the smashes? Where's the summer bangers that we're looking at here? And you could look at me in the face, dead in the eyes, and say, Colin, her nor thur. Man, we really got to play that this summer. We are not playing that this summer, all right? There's just too much slop on here. Most of it feels curated to TikTok, likes, little snippets, little sound bites, some really corny or rage baity lines that kind of come across as waiting to be clipped for TikTok. Drake is such a bloated, exhausting artist to discuss and try to have a conversation about. But as for someone looking on the outside in on this album, I feel like I can give a pretty nuanced view here, at least from a musical perspective. Lyrically, I don't have time to break down 3 albums worth of Drake material. I need to move on and get to reviewing other stuff that's much better than this. But if you enjoyed it, props to you. Let me know what you want me to review next. Also, the Lucky album was not too bad. The Lucky album was solid. I should have listened to Lucky instead. But it is what it is. All right, you guys have a good one. I got to get out tonight, hang out with some friends. We'll see you later.